Mm, mm.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting straight to it. No time for introductions. Welcome to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio, for a matchup that really has defined the playoffs for a few cycles now, going back to Madden 21. It is Little Alex's Buffalo Bills. It is Austin's now 18-0 Cincinnati Bengals looking for their chance of perfection. I am joined by another AFC user, another Super Bowl champion. Steele, how's it going?
It's good. How are you doing this afternoon? Well, morning, I guess, for you.
Fantastic. Ready to watch, again, more users who are far better than me at Madden get this thing going. Obviously, like I've been saying, we have seen this matchup in the cycle in playoffs plenty of times. It's usually gone in Austin's favor. What's your general prediction for this game before we get to specific keys?
I think that Little's going to need to, obviously, as we see this big run, he's going to have to stop the run because we know Mixon's has 100 catches for 10,000 yards and 100 carry for another 10,000 yards. It's crazy. He's the cog to this offense.
Yeah, it's Joe Mixon really is kind of the engine that drives this thing. It's very McCaffrey-esque, like we saw, Morty pretty much exclusively use CMC against Allen. We're going to see that a lot with Mixon here. Second straight inside zone. This time it's less successful. It goes for game 2. But, yeah, I think, there are very few defenses in this league capable of limiting Austin. I think Little might be one of them, especially given the fact that they, have played each other so many times. Little might have picked up on tendencies at this point. But, playoff Austin, man. It's tough. It's tough.
He's real tough.
Yeah.
I want to look actually right now, see what his let's look what Austin's playoff record actually is. And we all know the playoff record versus these two users when they are playing in the playoffs is not good for Alex.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's way in Austin's favor. He will drop back, takes a corner shot. This is T. Higgins wide open, and Higgins will take it all the way to the 30-yard line. King saying the Raiders are coming, and I believe it, King. You got a couple awesome wins. Beat Warren, I think, to end last season, right? So I'm scared of those Raiders. I do not want to play them. That's another AFC team that's going to be good.
Yeah, King coming in, and I think he won 3 straight in a row. So that was nice for the momentum for him, carrying that into off season.
Joe Burrow will drop back, this time Mixon into block as Kilmer, the tight end, who is not often used in this passing offense, but there he's able to get a catch in the gain of 5. This might be one of those Madden 22 style playoff games where it's first person to get a stop wins, because these are two highly efficient offenses. We didn't see it a ton out of Little in his game against Phil until the second half. He really kind of turned it on in the second half, but Austin, we saw what he just did against Warren. It's going to be tough to stop. As Joe Burrow motions Noel out to the left sideline. We will see a handoff here. Joe Mixon, great user by Little there to prevent him from a gain of 1.
Yeah, that's what I think you need to kind of do is you got to kind of blitz Austin and then take away that underneath route, and he will obviously start picking up on that and just waiting for the corner, but you got to make him want to throw that quick and keep that corner covered.
Yeah, I'm not going to pretend like I know the keys to stopping Austin, but yeah, if you, the first part's taken away, the underneath is Edmonds is unable to shoot the gap there, and even worse for Little, Edmonds goes down. Hopefully that's not a long-term injury here. Hopefully that won't keep him out of the game, but it looked like he was prepared for that, was Little, but just got picked up by the blocker going to second level, and Dan is about to drop a couple facts. I bet this game will read those off in a second as Joe Burrow will once again drop back, out route open, although Grant Delpit, Brown in real life, able to take that out.
Nice. Yeah, I was looking at Austin as 52-22 in the playoffs.
Yeah!
With a 71 percentage. The next closest is Cody with wins, with 15 less wins and 13 more losses. That's insane.
Users add Oliver as the blitz. The stunt comes in screaming. McFadden with the sack was unblocked by the right guard there. And now for the first time, we're going to see a 3rd and long. Wozy saying, make stream safe for work. I'm playing it over my speaker at work. Please and thanks. All right. No more cursing, Steel. No more slurs. We're just going to be, totally family-friendly with stream like this. I know. I'm sorry. Only 3-man rush. Burrow drops back, gets screamed at, but the out route hits Noel with a gain of 21 on 3rd and 16. And, man, it's going to be that old game. Austin's so good.
Yeah, he's going to find exactly who's open every single time. And the pressure almost got there, but jeez.
Yeah.
What a throw.
Pressure was really close. There's only 3-man rush. Stillums came in as we have a read option. Joe makes it, jukes up, but slips and gets taken down there kind of awkwardly by the tackler. 2nd and goal. I mean, this is the one area, the field kind of compresses on you. You can potentially force Austin into some shaky reads, some bad reads, but obviously, like we've been saying, easier said than done as we haven't. Again, another handoff. Joe Mixon, wide open lane, touchdown.
That left tackle, left guard just road graded through whatever linebacker was there. that was great blocking for Austin there to get the first touchdown on the board. I do like what Little's doing though with that. He's kind of he has to, hide whatever he's doing. I know you did it in the playoffs where like you just call random plays and whichever one he was up whenever he snapped is what you ran with, and I think that's kind of like a get him off his toes. Kind of like he knows if you're in whatever cover 3, he's throwing to X. Like he knows before the snap.
Yeah, I mean, gotta be smart about when you throw it in, but gotta throw in some baseline, gotta throw in some man line. I mean, it might you could do all that, it might still not work, but you cannot allow Austin to easily kind of diagnose your defense before you start. That's going to spell disaster here. Is now Josh Allen and company are going to take the field. A similarly hyper-efficient offense here out of Little. See what he's able to do is leave a handoff here. Wilson shoots the gap. Cole Shields, who was an absolute menace against Phil just yesterday, able to take it for a gain of 6. DJ Reader goes down.
That's rough. I mean, these injuries, that none of them have been long-term, but I wonder if that'll be the big change in this game.
Could be for sure, as we have a read option. Josh Allen uses the blocking beautifully, tries to get Taylor Britt off him. Those read options, that the blocking can get real nice over there. Not quite able to break it loose, but still a gain of 11. And the stats that Dan just rattled off. This is Austin's 17th conference championship game. Little Alex's 12th.
Jesus.
In those games, Austin's 12-4, Alex's 4-7. And then we were talking about it, Steele. Head-to-head in the playoffs, Austin undefeated against Little 4-0. Most of those coming in Madden 21.
Yeah, and I mean, that has to weigh on you. Like, you have to go into this game knowing, like, I have not beat this dude ever in the playoffs. Like, it's just added pressure. That sucks for little Alex.
It absolutely weighs on you. As Morty put his ones in the chat. I thought why was open and said Josh Allen's going to take off. That's just as good. Takes it for first down. A unique mobile threat as Josh Allen, all of like 6'6" or something, and he can run out the building. So that's going to be tough. That's going to be a tough thing for Austin to try to shut down here as we move forward. But again, got to kind of match Austin step for step here, and so far Little's doing that. Trips to the left. This is a CMAS play call, level sail. So how do I open? Instead, Josh Allen's going to step up and go down Murphy with a 1-yard sack.
Yeah, and this is the thing Little just needs to take at first what's given. Like, he had that drag underneath the last play, and then he ran with Josh. Like, I don't know if he's trying to set up something deep or anything, but, like, kind of ease up to Austin. Like, get him to think like that's all you're going to do is think down. Then you'll hit that big stuff. Like, I'm afraid he's going to try to go too big, too quick, and then he's going to have that turnover that's going to cost him this game.
Yeah, awesome. He's got a really good user, but it's occasionally kind of reactive as he shoots it into covered. Shields knocked out there by the pursuing DB, and obviously we're going to see the coach's decision be used. You cannot put this ball. And 4th and 3 in the 39-yard line. Again, it is trips to the right. An early big play here as he will drop back on the 4-man rush. Throws it to Cole. Shields knocked out again by Turner. As that is a turnover on down. Cincinnati will take over.
Yeah, and that's just like a rushed pass. Like, you got to wait to see if that corner is actually in man or not. And he had time. Like, you didn't need to throw that quick. That's a big play. I think also coming up with this play coming here now, what are your thoughts on opening up like the 4th down rules in the playoffs?
In the playoffs?
Like, not like not crazy, but like instead of it being 4th and 2, it's like 4th and 3 at the 45 and in or something like that.
I think it should be. I mean, if we're going to talk about opening up the 4th down rules, I think it should be consistent across the regular season and playoffs.
Okay.
I think having different rules in the regular season and playoffs is not. I don't think I like that, but I mean, I'm here for opening them up in general. Like, we definitely have that conversation. Joe Mixon with a wide open lane takes it again into Bills territory to the 34-yard line. 7 for 56 is Joe Mixon, and unsurprisingly, Austin's cooking on offense so far.
Yeah, if he's not going to stop Mixon like this up the middle, easy runs, it's going to be a long day for Alex.
Very long.
That
day.
was that was nice little wiggles out of him too, like to get just those extra little yards.
Yeah, use the left stick perfectly there. You know, a lot of people with jukebox. You know, that's all people do. Sometimes it's all about their left stick, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes you just get sticky with that. And Morty, Dan, and Boz putting their ones in the chat. I appreciate that. And Morty, I'm so proud of you for last night, man. I didn't watch the game live. I watched it back. You played so good. You played so good, Morty. I'm sorry it didn't work out, but a lot to be proud of. 7-0 Bengals.
Yeah, that was a rough one, that fumble at the end. I definitely thought Morty was going to come down and clutch it up.
Yeah, that was just an offensive showcase by both users. 1st and 10 here again, starting the second quarters. We're going to have another handoff as the inside stuff gets in, but unable to tackle him. Joe Mixon gets, for the first time, a hard tackle landed on him, but it's not going to matter. Gain of 6. So it's interesting, you know, he did not double the inside stuff there, but it didn't matter. Just ran away from it.
Yeah, a little far. It's interesting. I think little Alex is trying to use the D-line a few more plays than normal. I don't know if that's like his scheme today, but
I don't hate it. You know, throw him off as Dawkins wheel drop back, takes a shot up. T. Higgins comes down, touchdown.
Yeah, I just don't know who you're going to stop on this offense. Like, you can take away Jamar Chase, then he just does that with T. Higgins. Like,
yep.
This offense is so good. And then he has a rookie, I think. I think they all have over 1,000 yards. Like, I think he has 4,000 yards receivers with Joe Mixon.
It's one of those guys, like, your head spinning knowing, like, what to try to stop, because, like, he's got so many weapons. It's so tough. As Forbes is going to take it out of the end zone here. Briefly had room, but only able to take it to the 24-yard line. And this is really, in my opinion, where the history plays a factor. I mean, you know, in the back of Little's mind, he's thinking, man, I've never beaten this guy. Down 14-0. We'll see where his head's at. He's going to need to kind of like readjust himself quickly here, or else this could be a really long day for him.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. This is a big drive here. I'm not going to say it's like the drive of the game or anything like that, but he's definitely going to need to put up some kind of points. Even a 3 is, you know,
I see
calm yourself down and play
Josh Allen
defense.
rolls out. He's going to throw it up. Woof. Woof.
Yeah.
I mean, he was open, but you got to know, like, running to the left side like that, that's not going to be an accurate pass.
And that's just not what you have to do. There's still 3 quarters of this game left.
Yeah.
I think Alex is good enough defensively where he will get a stop. It's just
Zig right open, didn't see it. Instead, RB. Alex is lost in the sauce right now. He's missed a couple open reads, obviously. You know, maybe a bit too quick to his dump off. 3rd and 10, and I mean, he's already used his coach's decision. Like, this.
Yeah.
He got to convert this. Like,
that's what I mean. Like, yeah, you want to keep the same 4th down rules, but that last one, like, it sucks that he had to use a coach's decision for that. Like. It's 4th and 3 against
now has Y open, goes to Y, lofts it over him. Cole Shields, finally a completion here for Josh Allen. A really nice touch pass and a critical 1st down.
That was clutch. That was a clutch play, and I'm surprised he didn't get that knockout, though. That would have been deflating for his first completion.
We've seen KO abilities really play a factor in these playoffs as Austin sends the house and able to stop Cole Shields. Cole Shields fighting for his life. He has on pretty much everyone so far. Breaking that initial tackle, only a gain of 3, though. Dan saying, 2 wide receivers and a Mixon with 1,000+ yards, and then his tight end has 983. So, like you said, tough to know who to stop.
It's pretty hard, man. Austin's not a fun user.
Better users than me don't know how to do it. Is again, a few people open, just didn't see them. As instead, Josh Allen's going to take off, and he has room. Allen takes it to the 20-yard line, goes out of bounds. But a red flag here. I mean, we're seeing a few open guys that he's just not hitting.
Yeah, like kind of like with Big Alex's game, like he's running with his quarterback a ton because I feel like he's just a little gun shy. Like he's just so afraid to make that mistake that like he'd rather just run. Which, I mean, these aren't bad plays as long as you're not going to get
wheel route
get
open
down.
as he gets to the 8-yard line, sheds a man off him. As finally this Bills offense is starting to look a bit better here, taking it to the 8-yard line. But of course, a field goal does you no good here. Got to punch it into the end zone, and this has been this RPO season. As he will take that RPO, has the corner open. Stephon Diggs jukes a man out of his shoes, touchdown.
Yeah, that's a great play. Like I don't see too many people run that one, but it's hard to remember that that's an RPO out of the double receiver, double twin set.
Yeah,
And Austin wasn't ready for that one in the left slot.
I don't know how to stop those other than just using the bubble screen. It's really tough because even if you set up your defense perfectly, sometimes the blocking just hits anyway. There's nothing you can do. But for the first time in this game, Buffalo showing a little bit of life, able to get 7 on the board, and now Cincinnati gonna have to take back over here. 14-7. He has been unbothered on offense so far, but all it takes still is one bad read, one bad decision, or just one, godly user play by Little, and this whole game could flip. 5-man rush, quickly dumps it off Kilmer. Not able to get a time to completion.
Yeah, and honestly, I might go back to like using the D line just to. He's passing every single time away from your user.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen one pass where it's been close to whatever user he's going towards.
In obvious passing situations like 3rd and 16 earlier, I don't hate using one of those ability D linemen and trying to get a quick shed. I assume Joe Burrow has fearless, so that makes it tough as he is going to quickly dump it off.
Right.
I thought Awuzie was going to jump that, unable to. That is just a first down for Kilmer. Wozie's saying, I personally feel like I gave Austin his best game of the year, down 14 at halftime. He surged back to take it 38-31. Don't put Austin in the driver's seat or he will make sure that when he crashes, it's a T-bone to the passenger door. That is facts.
Yeah, I just don't like Alex using the middle of the field. It's not where Austin attacks, and he keeps giving up those flat routes. And
absolutely, as we have a corner route into coverage. Higgins, oh my God, somehow able to come down with it.
That's insane.
That's so deflating if you're Little, because that was actually good coverage. He just came down with it.
I want to know what Austin's doing there. Is he high passing this? Is he, is he floating that pass over there? What is he doing? That he gets those like perfect pocket passes.
I've seen him utilize high passes a few times, leaving inside zone. Joe Mixon with not a ton of room, able to stop him there. Is Jones for a gain of 1, but yeah, Higgins is a dog, Dan. We've seen it all playoffs long, honestly. I think I've calmed every Austin game. I mean, this is only the second one, but I calmed his last game too. And T. Higgins is honestly the best receiver on the field that day. Just bossing people consistently. Again, 2nd and 9, 3 minutes remaining. So if you're Alex, want to make sure you get the ball back with some time here to respond to what feels like an inevitable touchdown. Joe Mixon not able to do a ton, and here is where you've got to pin your ears back if you're Buffalo.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if he gets this first here, I maybe start sending some pressure so you are getting the ball back, because you do get the ball at half where, you can at least tie it up then and then kind of play possession for possession.
Yeah. Again,
give yourself some time.
I always say I think that's such an advantage of Madden is getting the ball to start the second half, and it could be something that Buffalo is able to take advantage of. Got to get a stop right now. Trev is absolutely blown up for a loss of 4. Ed Oliver left unblocked, as we were going to see from like the 45-yard line. We're going to see great Evan McPherson come out.
Yeah, that's uncharacteristic of Austin. I feel like that was just a bad play call. Like, you're throwing the ball all over him. Go get the first.
Against that defensive front, yeah, I mean, you have to know it's going to get wonky as Evan McPherson. Kick is up. Kick is easily good from the 44-yard line. I know Dan's fuming right now.
49-yard line.
Whew.
On the other side of the field.
Hey,
Jesus.
That's a Gator great, though. That's a Gator great, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm not mad at it. 17-7 as Little finally got the stop he needs and has 2 minutes to potentially, get a touchdown, potentially take control of this game. We'll see if he's able to do it.
Yeah, and he's got tons of time, 3 timeouts. Like, hopefully he comes out here and he just, sticks to that offense that he was doing the last drive. And like you said, come down and be 17-14 at half and have the ball with a chance to do something.
We got some dogs in here. C-Mass, Dan, Boz, Morty, Nick, Wozie. I appreciate you all so much for showing up for this AFC Championship stream. Had the drive open, didn't see it, and say he's going to take a shot. Man.
Oh, wow. And he loses Forbes.
Oh, and Forbes goes out with an ACL sprain. I'm sick. And you know what? he already used his pause this half, so he can't like go and readjust his depth chart. But I mean, I guess he did it in the second half. But yikes.
Yeah, that's one of those passes where like Madden has basically said if you throw it off the cut on some passes, they just sail it. Like you have to wait.
Allen steps up beautifully and takes off. I think may have had B coming open. Instead, he's gonna get all he can here. No huddle. Boz being toxic with the dot. After Allen threw it 10 yards out of bounds here, we're going to have a classic play call, a little PA post-cross without the PAs. He will immediately dump it off. Oh, my goodness, as he's able to just get the first down.
And who do we throw to? Tight ends because they are what?
Too fast for linebackers, too big for DBs. A good friend of mine told me that.
I like to see a Conquo.
Yes.
Go do something here.
I don't see a George Kittle out there, but he's able to dump it off to RB. I was going to say better dump it off to RB. Cole Shields gets out of bounds, kind of able to calm things down here for Buffalo.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, I think he's, like that even tight end pass was just a little too quick, but I hope that he slows it down for this next minute and at least gets the field goal range.
Still 3 timeouts, so he's got a lot going here as he will drop back. Josh Allen with beautiful pocket presence, able to take off again. It is really these QB scrambles that are kind of like keeping these drives going here for Buffalo. The passing game hasn't been there, but that's great pocket presence. Way to step up.
Yeah, he had the wheel on the right side. It sucks. It's hard to say. You're obviously watching. It's a lot easier, but
watch a one-on-one shot to Hyatt here. I don't know his speed, but now it's guarded. It's Josh Allen. You better throw this away, and he does. Woo, I got scared.
No, Austin's been pressing, and his corners literally retreat as soon as the snap. They're sprinting deep, so I don't know if he has, obviously over top, but he has, what's his name? DJ Turner, I think. The fast corner from Michigan State is 98 speed.
Well, you got to then recognize that throw curl route out there, Like, oh, Jesus Christ.
For sure. I don't know if they're in man or just, cover 4 playing way over the top, which I think I've seen a lot of cover 4 from Austin. That's where those Phil comebacks come in,
right?
Get right behind that purple
comeback curl. Yeah, just gotta figure one of those out. Now 3rd and 10 again. We're starting to see a little bit of jitters, a little bit of shakiness here from Josh Allen as he will again only 3-man rush. Got to recognize that you're gonna have time as he will drop back, comes back to B and hits the. Oh, it is knocked out, ladies and gentlemen. Those KO abilities again. I don't know why people ever thought they were useless, but. Alex sick right now, sitting on the. That's tough.
Yeah, I mean it was a risky throw, but at least he got it off, and unfortunately, his guy just couldn't come down with it.
Tommy Townsend, another Gator great, punting this ball away as he will kick it into the end zone. 27 seconds left, 3 timeouts. I mean, do not sleep on Austin's ability to drive all the way down here.
No, not at all. I think Austin's, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets at least 3 right here, just the way he's throwing the ball.
Warren Max Duggan showed me something yesterday. He showed me something. I respect that you just ran a normal offense with him, and he threw some hot ones, he threw some dots. Unfortunately, the last of the game wasn't great, so we're going to have a handoff here to start things off. Joe Mixon with not a lot of room, takes it for only a gain of 2. Here's the first time out.
Yeah, see what you get. Not a bad play call, but I think if I'm Austin, I have a 10-point lead, and a guy that has never beat me in the playoffs, I'm throwing it first play.
Yes, thank you, Warren. He wasn't bad, except for when it was 2nd and 8. 23 seconds remaining is only a 3-man rush. Quick flat right there. Who once again is dominating this Bills defense. Goes for a gain of 9 and a first down. And 19 seconds left, 2 timeouts. It's a little worse of a position for Austin, but I mean, if I'm Buffalo, I am so scared right now about what Austin's able to do.
And you can't even just sit back because he'll just find somebody 25 yards downfield, and I just hate that he keeps staying in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he's just using those little linebackers. We're gonna have another handoff here. Joe Mixon with some room. Mixon takes it for first down and more. Stays in bounds though. No, doesn't stay in bounds. Excuse me.
I stayed out. I thought it was in bounds too. I guess that hand got down, but
yeah. What was he saying? The lack of snow games in Madden 24 franchise is disheartening. This 100% should be a snow game. Yeah, this should be a snow game where everyone's -8 speed and you can't see shit. It's 17 mile an hour winds. It's toxic.
Yeah, some difference between this and Madden 22 because every playoff game was a snow game.
Oh my god, yeah. It was insane.
That was the most annoying season of all time.
Joe Burrow once again making a series of adjustments. 15 seconds left in this first half as he, I think, takes away the rest pretty nicely. Kilmer only able to get 2, and there is the second timeout. I think that was one of Little's better users of the game there.
And he even like hot routed his DN to go to a flat zone to stop that tight end running back, which was nice. Like he's got to take something away, and I just haven't seen him take one thing away yet.
2nd and 8. I mean, we are, 8 yards away from field goal range in Madden. So he's going to have to get that stop here as he will drop back good. Usering nothing is open as Joe Burrow forced throw it away now. Only 5 seconds left.
Play. And this is rough. I mean, you need 5-10 yards. Like you got to come out something where you're manning up somebody.
Yeah.
In some kind of zone, who you think he's going to throw to? Like I feel like Chase over here on the left side is going to get some kind of corner route.
It's going to be a quick read, right? Only 5 seconds remaining, and I'm sure Austin's aware of the fact he only needs 8 yards. So we're going to see just like that, something quick. Kilmer gets down, and there is the timeout, and that is backbreaking for Little. Here comes the field goal unit.
Yeah, that's rough. He just threw it so quick. He went and overplayed Jamar Chase, and then he got the tight end right up the seam. Leave it up to Austin, though, to go down the field in 30 seconds to get a field goal.
I mean, for me, like, I hear what you're saying about a corner route and stuff like a threat, but, like, in a situation like that where it's only 5 seconds left, I'm playing that tight end seam, and I mean, if he wants to run a corner route, fine, that might take 5 seconds.
Sure. Yeah, I wouldn't have moved that linebacker if I was him, knowing that he only has 5 seconds, but...
Yeah. I mean... A dominant first half from Austin. He's just doing everything he wants to do right now. Only, despite all that, only a 2-possession game. If Little's able to get a drive going here, put 7 on the board, he could, I was about to say put doubt on Austin's heart. He's not putting no fucking doubt in Austin's heart, but he could make this game a little more interesting, we'll just say.
Yeah, these next 2 drives are huge. I mean, you got to get a touchdown on the board and get a stop, even for your own sake, because after that you're going to be pressing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's already been pressing a little bit, even in the first half. Hopefully that halftime break did something to calm down his mentals, and we'll see what he's able to do here. We have seen Cole Shields, in my opinion, be underutilized this game. He's had a relatively successful running day, but just hasn't used him the whole time. This is, again, Josh Allen's going to drop back. I see no one as Josh Allen forced to roll out, and again, oh. God.
Yeah, he's just waiting too long.
He's pressing. I mean, he's forcing it, and it's understandable, but not now. It's the AFC Championship game. We gotta.
There was one short route in the the running back dump off, but like he just keeps trying to go too deep, too much. Like I don't know.
Immaculate usering as Wilson. Well, somehow unable to take it away. Thornton breaks a couple tackles. Thornton fighting for his life. He said, "If Little's not going to make the reads, I gotta put it all on myself. Damn it." Gain of 23.
That was nice. That was a nice play by Thornton to get some extra yards there. Yeah. But yeah, I just want to see him slow it down a little bit. Get some 5-10 yards. Run the ball. You still have tons of time. Like these are big ones, but you got time.
Slip screen coming. Austin plays it perfectly, and Wilson shoots the gap. Loss of 1.
Yeah, back to what you said. I feel like Austin's really using him really well this game.
Oh yes.
There's sometimes where it's not his best, but he seems so locked in. Like this is scary.
I mean, even on that last play where Thornton was able to get a 23, I mean, despite that, Austin was still able to take away multiple leads. Is the bubble screen. I mean, Diggs did the best he could there, got a gain of 5. But 3rd and 6, down multiple. I still don't have like a great sense of the 4th down rules, to be honest with you. I don't know.
It's 3 scores in the second half.
3 scores in the second half. Okay, so
I think it. I know Dan's in chat. He'll clean that up, but
he'll 100% clean that up. And Dan, I'm sorry. I should know. As Josh, man, he's rolling out way too quickly, in my opinion, but he does get the first down from it. But he just seems scared of the pressure. Like
it seems like that's his offense. I'm just content with using Josh Allen to run.
Yeah. Little little hike and roam. Shout out to those early Madden days. We have a conservative option defense there. Cole Shields, again, only his 5th rush of the game. Gain of 6 there. Hasn't done a ton, his Cole Shields, but he's, consistently gotten 4 or 5 a pop. And Dan said didn't pay attention when I'm cleaning up. Dan, I was just wondering if he had gotten stopped there on that 3rd down, if that would have been a coach's decision situation or not, with him being down by 13. As he will drop back, has a wide open, hits the tight end, too fast for linebackers, too big for DBs, able to hit right there.
Yeah, and that was a great wait. He sat in the pocket, waited for it, and it came open.
Absolutely. Yep. That was the first just calm read we've seen from Little in a while. As he will get a play action, drops back. He's going to have A coming open, hits A. Once again, this is the tight end hitting, and Alex starting to calm down a little bit, it looks like.
Yeah, this is what the Alex we're used to seeing, where he's efficient and he's in rhythm and he's just throwing these dots.
Yep.
Dan, we wanted to know what's the 4th down rule in the second half? Is it 2 scores or 3 scores?
Play action. I see no one. Oh my goodness, throws it up, intercepted by Battle, and will this be a pick 6? Instead, he journals right into the referee. Tried to force it through an interception, the first of the day, and Cincinnati is in complete control of this game.
Yeah, and that's one where he had it. He just threw it back. He ran commit. Sorry, I was watching it back on I have 2 screens going up. He ran commit too, and that's one where if the animation isn't so long, he gets that, but he waited and waited.
Joe Mixon gets screamed at up the middle by Ed Oliver, who is the one defensive lineman on this team that's really shown up. This is his 2nd tackle for loss, and now 2nd 11. If you're Buffalo, you're reeling, you're shook, you think the game might be over, gotta get a stop, gotta kind of normalize this game here a little bit. But
yeah, if Austin gets a touchdown, I'm going to be toxic, and it's going to be over.
Easier said than done. Curl route, the first one of the day, as Jamar Chase hits a wide open gain of 12 on a first down.
Yeah, and that's just a vintage Austin, curl route when he sees man. He just always has the right routes.
Yeah. Which is why, again, do you think, come out and man a line, kind of do a bit better job of disguising your coverages? That's another thing. I just haven't seen that a whole ton from Little today. Is we're going to have a read option this time. Joe Mixon able to juke up. Not able to get a ton. Really since the first quarter, this Buffalo run defense has done a lot better. They're not giving up those chunk runs anymore, but it doesn't matter because Joe Burrow's just been, hyper efficient on passing downs.
Yeah, and it's like he doesn't even need it. He's just seeing the field so well that any 3rd down is completed.
Yep. He said, stop me on first down, 2nd down, 3rd down. We're picking up our yards.
I'd like to see him come out and pressure on 1st down. Just to
drops back. Here's Joe Burrow. Has nothing and goes down again. It is Ed Oliver coming in pretty much untouched there on the 4-man rush. Now 3rd and 14. This is the biggest defensive play of the game for Buffalo. Have to get a stop here.
For sure. You're coming down on 10 minutes of the game, and if you don't get a stop here, you're looking at, another 3-4 minutes coming off this clock.
Yep. And more importantly, you might be looking at a 3-possession game. At which point, yeah, I agree with you. We can start to get toxic here. Joe Burrow will once again drop back, takes away the angle route. Nice move. Crosses open and has nothing. Joe Burrow gets screamed at off the edge blitz. And thank the Lord for Little. We're going to see the punt come out.
Yeah, I've been slurping Austin all day. So it does look, though, when you get him in those 10-plus yardage, he takes too long. And
bad punt. Really bad punt. Are we sure? Are we sure Austin's better than Nick after that punt?
Nick's been learning. He's absorbing.
That's all I'm saying. As we have again another play action. He's just hyper aggressive here. Takes a shot at the middle. Stephon Diggs with a big gain. Takes it all the way to the 26-yard line immediately. We're going to see no huddle as we approach the end of this 3rd quarter. Josh Allen will once again hand it off. Cole Shields cuts up. Cole Shields with the juke outside. Takes it to the 11-yard line. Cole Shields' his best run of the day. Alex starting to cook.
Back to that other play, those knockouts are probably in his head where he's I just got to get this catch. But,
just go down.
If he hits X, that's a touchdown.
Cole Shields with, again, another handoff and a gain of 5. And this is the exact down and distance where he threw a pick on the last drive. So we'll see what Josh Allen and company are able to do here. Another handoff. Cole Shields takes it up and has a wide open lane. Touchdown, Bills.
Yeah, and that's a great answer drive. Like that was again everything. These last two drives, besides that interception, has looked vintage little Alex, and that was a great play.
Yeah, I'm gonna once these guys hop in the booth after the game, I'm definitely going to ask Little about his pocket presence in the first half, and I'm going to ask him what led to that because, I mean, I mean, you know, I guess it's a toxic comment, but like it's been a lot better now. It's been a lot better the second half, and
100%.
I've seen him make some good reads, and now, again, it feels like Austin's been dominating this game, and he, you know, to a certain degree he has, but only a one possession game. Got to get one more defensive stop here if you're Buffalo, and then maybe we could have a game on our hands.
Yeah, I wonder if, like Crystal Ball, if this is going to be the drive where Austin goes for it on fourth when he shouldn't at one point.
Joe Mixon,
and that kind of changes
nothing.
the game. You know, like Austin likes to get super aggressive.
Ladies and gentlemen, guess who has an empty house to come in? Put your foot in the chat! 20-14. Cincinnati is Buffalo in the fight of their lives here on defense. They already got a stop last drive. Got to get another one here. Easier said than done against the GOAT. We shall see. We shall see what Little's able to do here. But again, the run defense is really showing up this second half. I mean, Joe Mixon has something like 5 rushing yards since the first quarter, it feels like, because again, he will drop back. I don't see anyone open, but Joe Burrow's going to step up and take off here. Burrow with a first down. I thought he slid a little early for the first down, but guess not.
Yeah, unfortunate animation there, and Austin had that running back going down the seam, so he couldn't come up quicker, but
right.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Pick your poison there if you're Little. And now, again, 1st and 10. We're seeing him run it on pretty much every first down. It's very,
Yes.
This is going to sound more critical than it is. Kind of predictable first down play calling here from Austin, but again, you can predict. Predicting it and stopping it are two different things. So we'll see what Little's able to do.
That's what I said. I'd like to see some, blitzes on first down, make it like a 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can get to that 3rd and 12.
Really kind of
make Austin have to
exposing the fact that this is man coverage here, bringing Bolden all the way down like that. We're going to have a handoff here on 2nd and 3, and the Terrell Edmonds, who I thought got injured earlier, but I guess not, able to stop him.
He came back in.
He came back in, able to stop him for a little more.
Shoulder strain, I think it was. But this is going to be a vintage Austin. I feel like it's going to be a corner route on one side, and then like a hitch on the other side, and you got to pick your poison. Take one of them away.
3rd and 4, the X factor for Edmonds activated. I don't know what it is, but it's activated, ladies and gentlemen. That's the type of analysis you come to me for. Is again letting some time run down. Only a 3-man rush. Good news, nothing's open, but Higgins comes down with it. Wow, that's the 2nd time now they've thrown it into coverage on those Higgins corner routes, but just letting the dogs eat.
Yeah, and I wonder if Forbes is out there. If he has like a knockout, that would have been able to help. But him going down early kind of, hinders your team when you got to play these 6 great weapons.
And now it's all about just getting a stop as quickly as possible because Austin's already in field goal range. Got to get a stop as he will immediately dump it off to Kilmer. Kilmer with room takes it. As he tried to fall down there, did Kilmer, but takes it all the way to 25.
Yeah, I don't know if there was. I think there was a guy trying to get it and he got stuck. Whoever 44 was. He tried to sprint out to the flat and he was stuck there. That's unfortunate for him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing where Austin can pre-read that and you can potentially jump it. But handoff here to Joe Mixon with room. Oh my goodness, only one more Bill to beat. Doesn't even try to. Instead, takes it to the 9-yard line. Excuse me. Mixon 19 for 100 on the day, mostly on chunk runs. But 1st and goal here for Cincinnati.
I know Austin usually doesn't. I'm pretty sure he doesn't really value the O-line, but his O-line is eating today.
It's doing a really, really good job, giving him a lot of clean passing lanes. We seem to get taken down a little bit as Bolden shoots the gap, tries and shoots out as, Alex played that really well.
He's diving for a ghost there, though. Oh, my. By Mixon.
See,
move.
There for me, if you shoot that so well like that, I'm probably going for the strip, because even if the tackle gets broken, you've got other guys coming, but Did not. Instead went for the dive as we're going to see a touch pass here to T. Higgins with room. One man to beat. Doesn't do it. Instead, takes it to the 5-yard line. Tick, tick,
this is
tick.
huge.
Time running down.
Knowing Austin, like, this is a play where, like, if you get a stop and it's close, he might go for it. I don't know if he will in the playoffs to, take a 2-score lead, but
maybe. So Joe Mixon.
yeah, like 2-yard line.
Here's your close stop.
Aggressive.
Here's your close stop.
This is huge for Alex if he does
don't
though. You know what I mean? Like,
I hear what you're saying. I know it's Austin. I think you have to kick this field goal. Oh my lord,
no.
ladies and gentlemen.
This is what I mean. These are the big 4th downs that like can change the game.
Oh my lord, ladies and gentlemen, coming out in goal line is Joe Burrow making a series of adjustments.
I feel it. Is Joe all fake as window dressing?
Adjustment, hike.
That has to be window dressing, right?
Adjustment,
okay.
hike, adjustment. Yeah, he's kicking it.
He just come out here.
That's too much. I would decline that. Ooh, I would decline that if I'm Buffalo. Make Cincinnati think about it a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was all. He was never running a play there. I was gonna say, even for Austin.
Yeah, I feel like in the playoffs he's not. He knows 2-score game. Defense has been playing great.
Yeah. Evan McPherson kicks it off. Will we see Kene Nwangwu, former Minnesota Viking, make an impact here as he does not have a way, instead he'll take it to the 19 and gotta score quickly. And then I'm thinking, honestly, no matter what the situation is here, once you score, it's got to be an onside kick because you do not want to give Austin the ball back.
I know obviously thinking way into the future, do you think maybe going for 2 so that way if you do get the ball back, like you could play super aggressive and you're only down 7 instead of the 9 if Austin does score a touchdown?
Well, if Austin scores a touchdown, I feel like the game's over at that point. Like, he would have driven. I mean,
I'm saying after the onside kick, all that stuff.
After the onside kick. We'll see if that plays a factor. Will Josh Allen take him? Man, that's the absolute last thing you want here. Miles Murphy screams at him, goes down. A 25-second run off there as we're already almost at the 2-minute warning. Make some adjustments here. 4-man rush. Josh Allen stepping up. And no, it did. God.
Yeah, it's...
Thank you,
his D-line's doing... Austin's winning the trenches. Oh, my God. Watching his DN just throw that tackle. Big play.
Big play. Massive play. Game-deciding play here. If you're Buffalo, the season is on the line. Will he now be 0-5? Only a 2-man rush from the Cincinnati Bengals. Austin's canceled, ladies and gentlemen. He's canceled.
No. Austin breaking the rules here. Ugh. Hate to see it.
Talk to me, Dan. I know that's your boy. Talk to me.
Awesome.
I'm sick right now. Josh Allen will once again drop back. I mean, I see no one open, although he's able to get it off to the tight end.
Nice little toe drag swag there by Okonkwo.
Oh, yes.
Former Titan great.
As we are, and I was wondering about this, we're going to see the field goal unit come out, not wanting to waste any more time. Buffalo wants to make this a one-possession game. And then based on this, I'm assuming he's probably going to do a regular kickoff. I don't hate this from Little, but it's really... Okay, no, we're going to see an onside kick, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, see, I don't know onside kick because you're basically in field goal range with like 5 yards.
Yeah. I thought he was going to couple that with a deep kickoff. With it being an onside kick, I'm a little less... Yeah, see, now he's in field goal range.
Yeah, so what was the point of that? If you get the touchdown, I can understand. I don't know. That was bad.
Nick saying suspended for Super Bowl. Talk to him. NFC's 2-1, baby. Let's go. See, run commits, Joe Mixon. I mean, I hope aggressive strip is on, all that. I mean, yeah,
the only thing he has, I don't know if... I mean, McPherson's superstar, so I'm assuming he's not going to be able to be iced. Right? McPherson is superstar?
Well, I think he's superstar. I don't know what abilities he has. I think he has the one where it's like a slower meter. So I think you can ice him. I don't know. We'll see. I know.
Hopefully he saves that timeout. That's like his only saving grace here.
Yeah. I know Younghoe Koo has like all 3 of the abilities, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's the same with the maybe it's the same with the Gator Great. Couldn't tell you. But 3rd and 8, we're gonna have him scream up the middle. Ooh, he might.
Oh.
Well, no, he's still in field goal range actually, but
he called his timeout though.
He called the timeout. Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Like, you need to save the 40 seconds, but like, if he makes this kick, it's over anyways. I'm not sure if he's able to get.
He needs a block. Will he get that block, ladies and gentlemen? Grant dealt it. With that X Factor activated, kick is up, and kick is good. 2 possessions.
By 5. Yeah, so now he just lost all 3 timeouts and 30-ish seconds. 20 seconds, I guess. Oh, that was.
I'm just interested in the, like, when Little kicked that field goal, I was like, okay, I see the vision. You know, like he's gonna do this and then kick it deep and play for a stop. Once he then kicked an onside kick, you're conceding at that point. I mean, right. You know, unless the low probability happens that you pick it up, you're then conceding and just like giving up a 2-possession lead anyway. So, like you said, I'm not really sure what the point was. Wheel route as he throws it right to the linebacker, swatted away.
That's why, like, I also think it's BS that we're able to kick 61 yards with 5-10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Kick power 100% needs to go down, and anybody that doesn't think that, you're crazy. Like, Justin Tucker barely makes those 61-yarder.
Yeah. I mean, some of these kicks, like Justin Tucker would have missed these kicks most of the time, you know, and that's not discredit to Tucker. That's just saying these are really like fucking hard kicks. Like, these should not be automatic.
You're kicking it as hard as you can and trying to be accurate.
Right.
And these guys are right down the middle with 5 yards to spare.
Josh Allen goes down, and Austin picks it up, and that is the game. He is 19-0. He is here, and he is moving on to the Super Bowl, where he will face the winner of Dan versus Allen. Congratulations to Austin.
Congrats, Austin, on the last play. He's holding the guy. He's breaking all the rules here, you know. Just rewatching the back. He was rerouting his receiver way down the field. But, man, Austin, how many Super Bowls is that, Dan, that he's going to?
He's going for his 10th.
10th ring, though, right?
Yeah, 10th ring. I don't know how many Super Bowl berths he's had, but, yeah, he keeps piling up these accolades. It's something crazy at this point.
Yeah, and, I mean, you feel bad for Alex. Like, I'm not going to say he's, like, the most deserving, because it's not like he's lost on, like, crazy plays, but, like, he definitely feels like the one that's like most due for one.
Yeah, I mean, of the ringless users, yeah, I mean, he's by a mile the most due. But, you know, you can be due, but you got to win the games. And this is now 0-5 he is against Austin, who's looking, I mean, if he's this locked in the rest of the cycle, it's looking like Austin's going to be and this is no discredit to Warren, but, you know, Austin might be the guy to beat in the AFC. And, It might be a tough matchup for Little. We'll see. But as we wait for people to get in here, I'm just interested in your thoughts, like real quick, on the NFC Championship game. Like we've got Dan Allen coming up. Obviously, Allen just had like an all-time classic with Morty. Dan, the defending NFC champion. Excuse me. How do you see that game going?
That was the wild card game from last year, right? When Fields was sailing a few passes, and
it was, yes.
That was the big one that turned the whole tide. I've watched Allen, and I know like the way his blitz comes in, and you just see guys come like right through like the guard tackle gap. It's hard, and if Dan's gonna get those long passes, it's going to be hard for him. So if Dan can adjust to the pressure, I think he has it. But if not, then I think Allen takes it.
Dan dropping interesting facts, saying that in Super Bowls, him and Allen are the only 2 people to beat Austin.
Oh, so geez, Tennessee has a chance.
Something interesting, yeah. Looks like it. I'm as shocked as you are that we have a chance, but here we are.
Yeah, that's like I said, I won't go that far to see who's winning the Super Bowl, but yeah, I like this. I like Dan to win if he can handle Allen's pressure, and if not, then I think Allen's gonna go
Battle
to another Super Bowl.
I mean,
Yeah.
a kind of underrated, or not underrated, but kind of like a slept on storyline of that wildcard game is like Allen really should have won that game, and like Dan even said that in the post game interview. Like Fields had pretty much 4 chances to seal the game with a throw, and he missed all 4 of them. Like that's just
Right.
that's just unfortunate. Nothing you can really do with that about Allen, but I don't know if either user's coming in here. I'll give him another minute, but I don't know. It might just be you and me just twiddling our thumbs here until we cut the stream.
I don't think Austin's gonna come in. I think Alex is probably too upset, and that's we're gonna just bully him. So
I think the fact that you're in here is dissuading him because he knows you're just gonna roast him.
I've turned my tie. Like I wanted to keep seeing Alex every single game, so that he never has a Super Bowl. But nah, I just kind of feel bad. And he's like the charity case, and I want him to see him at least win one.
Boz, quick question for you. How about that man, Yannick Sinner? What an incredible match yesterday. What an incredible match. Little tennis talk here on Bell Lake Network. But yeah, I don't think they're coming in here. So, Steele, much love to you. I appreciate you for showing up here. We've got, I mean, this has been a banner postseason for BLN. We've gotten all sorts of, color commentators, all sorts of play-by-play people in here. It's been great. And I'm excited. I think it's CMAS and someone commenting that. Well, actually, do we know when the NFC Championship game's happening? Because I think he said it was going to be delayed.
Yeah, he said after 10 or tomorrow, but if it was around 10, I think it was Ben and C.
Ben and CMAS, okay. Well, we'll see. A lot of Falcons talk coming down the pipe, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for joining us. Congrats to Austin.